Hey, come here. Let me share a secret with you. Did you know that one of the secrets to turning your book into a major success is that you have to learn how to sell your book before you even write it? Did you know that that's what a lot of successful authors actually do? They sell their books before they even write them. Hello everyone. My name is Timothy Fleming Jr. I'm an author, entrepreneur, and I'm also a book publisher. Again, I've been working with clients since 2013, helping them to write and publish their books. And right now in this series, I'm just teaching on how to really start the process. So you want to write a book, eh? Well, what do you do to get started? How do you start the process? Where do you begin in this process of writing your book? So I've already shared some very valuable tips in some of our previous videos, and I encourage you to go back and look at those videos. But today I want to focus on a very important secret. Again, this is a secret. A lot of people don't know this, that you're supposed to sell your book before you even write it. You should sell your book before you even write the book. I know that sounds strange. How can I sell a book and I haven't even written it yet? But that's actually one of the key secrets that a lot of successful authors they do, and they do it really, really well. And one of the reasons they're able to do so is because a lot of them have teams, extraordinary teams that are working with them to make sure that all of the key pieces are in place, that they have everything already set up for their books. So that they could make book sales even though the book hasn't even been written. And sometimes you'll see a book being advertised. You'll see a book being advertised online, maybe on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. And you're like, whoa, I got to get that book. And what you don't know is that the author is still writing the book. They haven't even completed it. They're still writing the book. And I'll give you one key tactic on how to successfully implement this strategy on selling your book before you write it. This simple tactic, this is what I call an ultimate motivator. It will fill you with motivation and really just force you to complete the project. I never forget, a couple of years ago, my wife and I, we were conducting one of our workshops, a business boot camp. And one of the attendees asked a question. She said, I have a book, really a concept, but I want to get this book out, but I'm struggling with, completing it. I'm struggling with getting the book done. I'll kind of get started, then I put it off. And, I just need to figure out what to do to stay on track with this project. It's important. It's a part of my business, a part of my brand. It's designed to help my business and so on and so forth. But I'm really struggling. What is your suggestion for this specific problem that I'm facing? So I looked at her and I gave her this advice. The same advice that I'm giving you was the advice that I gave her. I said, first, this is what you need to do. You need to go ahead and create a book cover. And then you need to, put a flyer together, have your book cover and your flyer, and put a date on that flyer. Yes, that's right. Put a date on there. This is the month of February. Then give yourself several months out, maybe 3-6 months or whatever, and put a date. Let's say we're going to release the book in August or what have you, August or September. So put a specific date on that flyer and go ahead and ask people to start pre-ordering copies of the book now. Trust me, that will motivate you to get the book done. Why? Because once you put that flyer out there with an actual date on there, and you have an actual payment gateway button attached to your landing page for your book or what have you. It's going to motivate you to go ahead and get this book done. But this is just one of the many ways that you can sell your book before you even write it. And one of the reasons why this is so important is because when you put a book cover out there with an attractive cover with a catchy title, a title, and one of the things that I go into in my online course on how to make six figures with your nonfiction book, I actually teach on how to create the right title for your book, how to craft the perfect title for your book, because your title has to be set up in such a way until it really entices and appeals to the prospect, your potential reader. It just draws people in. And one of the classic mistakes a lot of authors make, they don't title their books properly. And without the right title, you're bound to have people skip right past your book and go to the next book, or scroll on right past your book and look at the other titles. So your cover, your title, these things have to be done properly. So if you want more information, again, about that online course, I encourage you to click on the link below. That takes you straight to the course on how to make six figures with your nonfiction book. And you can learn all about how to create the perfect title for your book and the perfect cover for your book, which will ensure that your book sales will definitely will receive a huge bump, or probably take your book through the roof as well, as far as sales are concerned, just from having the right title and having the right cover. So you want to make sure that you have the title, and you have a book cover and have the title. Everything needs to be set up properly, needs to be the right type of fonts. All of those key little components need to be in there. And you put that on your website, and you start generating sales. And again, that is one of the key strategies on how to sell your book. And the beauty of that strategy, the beauty of it is this: when you put that cover out there, in cyberspace for everyone to see it, you're going to be able to gauge very quickly whether or not people are interested in that book, whether or not people are interested in that particular title. That is almost a part of research, if you will. It's just like putting an ad together, and you do the A/B testing, and you figure out which ad works better for the audience, which wording resonates more with people. Well, the same thing with putting that cover out there. You'll be able to gauge whether or not this particular book, this particular title, is something that people have a demand for, something that they want, or something that people will just say, and then just move on past. And then if it doesn't generate the type of attention that you're looking for, then you can go back and tweak that title. And tweaks may just, like I say, just may be made to the title itself or to the cover or what have you. So that is one of the tactics that I wanted to share with you. Make sure that you sell your book even before you write the book.